gotta hit equipment till I lose the feeling in my fist.
Just wanna run away from this place, away from mistakes broken, promises made to myself to pursue my happiness. I want to fly away, live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh start again. This could be, 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 this could be the chance. What are you waiting for? Need to escape, need to escape. It's too much weight, it's too much weight on me. Could I just be free? I want to fly away, live my life in my own way. Give me a new day. I start a fresh, I start again. This could be, 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 this could be a chance. What are you waiting for? Can't keep doing the same. Time to break out over again. Time to break out. Can still give us to the change. Break out a change.
We are live at the CompuBox Academy. The time is now as we get set for what should be an incredible matchup. I'm Todd Grisham. Next to me is Johnny Nelson.
It's going to be unbelievable. The fans, everybody around the world.
Sugar Ray Leonard. It's no wonder they call him the pride of Wales, Joe Calzaghe. You are looking at an absolute legend, the longest reigning super middleweight champion in boxing history, spanning over 10 years, defending against 20 opponents.
I'm so excited for this fight. There is no nonsense here.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from Palmer Park, Maryland, a legend of the sport, a 5-division champion of the world, Sugar Ray Leonard. Fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the renowned unified world champion with a remarkable undefeated career, introducing the 2-division champion of the world and boxing's pride of Wales, please welcome Joe, the Italian Dragon Calzaghe.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, I love this place. The atmosphere is usually second to none if you get the right fight.
So a capacity crowd here for this one. We've been waiting a long time for this matchup. And here we go. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. They're both trying for a knockout. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner, you've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
don't want to trade shots. That uppercut digging to the body. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
Outside fights create so much unpredictable movement. Moves left to right, box forward, box backwards. You don't know if they're going to attack or defend. Nightmare fighters.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Apparently hitting his opponent in the face isn't enough. He wants to rub it in. This fighter is a swarmer. They're like a mosquito that just won't leave you alone, except this mosquito can knock you out with one punch.
You've got to be fit to fight a fighter like this, because they will stay in your face. They will throw punches at you. They don't even let you breathe. You've got to be fit. If you're not fit, the fight's over.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. Well, there was no doubt about who won that round.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look so easy.
Don't give him anything.
Good work, that's it. Now breathe, just get your breath back. But
Listen, don't worry about it. I need to go back out.
set him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely shot at.
He's boxing. Be smart. Get your shots up. Don't give him anything. Go back out there and win this round, all right? It's only one round that you lost. Don't worry about it.
Get your mind changed too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear.
Come on. You're way better than that guy. You've let him back into the fight.
These shots, keep smart. Just keep him on the end of that jab.
And get back out there and win the round.
Don't worry, sticking in a few body shots in there. Bury it up a little bit so we can.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get back in the action.
Go out there.
But you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget the jab and don't get carried away.
What do we expect to see here in round two? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
These two fighters are made for one another. A lot of people love watching fighters in this weight class because they've got the speed and they've got the power. Throws the uppercut but misses. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. What skill being displayed here between these two middleweights? Missing with the hook. Well, Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is the heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get it...
Whoa, did you see that? Give me just a second here, Johnny. The pride of Wales in some real trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Lucky to have avoided that uppercut. Good counter punching. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards, going to need a knockout.
Wow, it's like two different leagues.
Closer to the great round, now relax. Good work out there, the job's working.
On to the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Endurance is becoming a factor. You can see this fighter having a hard time getting out of the way of the punches, and they're not throwing as many on their own.
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym, you can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. And he scores with the counter. There's a big difference between being the aggressor and the effective aggressor. Which type are we seeing so far?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be. Having second thoughts in the ring.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Shots from both of these fighters. Got to be careful, though. That uppercut misses. Nice defense there, blocking the hook. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard. Back at it in round 4. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Big swing and a miss with the hook. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Which one of these athletes is going to be the first to get rocked? They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you are in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, there's a certain fighter, well, we'll just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable middleweight.
Tough to be a judge in this fight as both fighters have had their big moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe what we're seeing? There's a counter shot. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
When you have a fighter that's got that great footwork and that great hand speed, it's so hard. It's an uphill battle.
That left uppercut doesn't score. Swing and a miss with the jab. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Sugar Ray Leonard in that last round. They've got the momentum, they've got the advantage. How do they carry that into the next round?
I seriously hope the judges kept their eye on this fight, because if they haven't, there's going to be absolute uproar.
Good man, good man.
Better than that guy. You're much better. He's not even in your league.
Go there. Just keep him.
On to the fifth we go. Well, there's no doubt about who won that last round. Let's see what he has for us here in the next one.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. You'd like to see more. Hold that thought. Oh, and there's no way they're getting up from that. It is a clean knockout. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Even I've got to...
Are you okay?
So it's onward and upward.
Just wanna find and run away. Away from this place, away from mistakes. Broken promises made to my
So much energy here in the house tonight. We are live at the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me, Johnny Nelson.
I feel like a fraud. How have I got these ring sights?
And here he is in the flesh, Terrence Bud Crawford. Tartan.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner from Omaha, Nebraska, here is the acclaimed 3-division world champion and 2-division undisputed champion of the world, Terrence Bud Crawford. Fighting out of the blue corner, a boxing sensation from Scotland, a hard-hitting, undisputed 140-pound champion of the world, Josh the Tartan Tornado Taylor.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. He threw a punch and just got countered. The straight right just misses. So much pre-hype surrounding this fight. The fans are on the edge of their seats.
It's so hot, so heated. There's a roof on here. You don't understand. When you're working, when the noise is there, the pressure's on your face, you're sweating, and you're getting under. You're on the wrong side of a beating. This can be hellfire on earth.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Good punch. This counter-puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter-punch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter-puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
Both men step back for just a moment. Got out of the way of that right hook. You'd like to see more jabs. Catch and shoot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Lands with that right uppercut. There's a counter shot. Terrence Crawford just got rocked. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. Pretty dominant round there. Let's see how they respond here in the next round.
As long as they don't get complacent, you think this is too easy. If they keep this same kind of pace up, they've got this fight.
Like that round, good work.
Here we go. It's round 2. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
If you're a counter puncher, then basically you do the counter attack. You let them get their punch off first, and then you answer in kind.
They have got great ring guard.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! And it's code red time for Josh Taylor. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Perfect counter shot. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Punch, counter punch. That hook just can't find the target. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
When you're facing a longer opponent like this, you've got to get inside.
Hard reach as well as speed, reach as well as power. What more can a fighter ask for?
Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. The right hook just missed. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. One of the best fighters Scotland's ever produced is in trouble. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. He is down. The bell rings and we start the third. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
The charts action from both of these fighters. The jab can't find a home. That counter shot lands. You've seen all the famous boxing movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
What can they change? Can they slow the pace down? Can they hope to knock them out early? What can they do? They've got to concentrate and relax. Because you know what you can do in the gym. You can do it in a fight. They've got to relax.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? That left hook hurt him. It's always fascinating to watch two good welts. Hold that thought! Crawford's legs are all over the place. And now they're right back into the fray.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once. They know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense. Work on defense. Blocking and stopping and shooting.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. You'd like to see more jabs. Both men step back for just a moment. Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. It's code red time now for Josh Taylor. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally.
Back on the job.
There's the bell for round 4. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain there.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. You've heard the phrase, finding a second win. I don't think I need to tell you which one of these fighters needs to find it.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
Only catching air with that hook. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Holding nothing back here in the round. I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
I've never seen a fighter so fast in my life. How do you deal with this? You've got to hope they run out of steam.
Defense is not an option for these two. Nice job blocking the hook. Perfect counter lands. Looking to land the hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round.
What do you do?
Well, he is in big trouble here.
Get your boxing back.
Back into the fray here in round 5. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
We wanted action, and they are delivering. His stamina is off the charts. We hear that old phrase, second win. You've got to find it somehow.
Now you've got two fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? You'd like to see more jabs. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Talk about punches and bunches. That's the mantra for this fighter with that exceptional hand speed.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Crawford in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently?
You know, I've been in fights.
There's the bell for round 6. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart, because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs have gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Down goes Josh Taylor. Let's watch this again. He set it up perfectly and knocked him down.
I need to... 1, 2, 3, 4. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
The only fear you have with this fighter is, has he punched himself out? The stamina is off the charts. Is he going to punch himself out, though? That punch scores. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Taylor in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be 10-8 after the knockdown.
Can make or break a fighter.
You're much better than that.
Great work, great work. I love that. I love that. The jab's slick.
Get your boxing back together and put him back in his place.
Time sets him up, but you'll take him out. He's ready to go. He's absolutely
There and lose the match. You got to get out there, switch on, and get your boxing.
Here comes round 7. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
It's the one who draws first blood, Todd. That's what you've got to look at. If you're there and you know you're in there with a banger, you've got to be on it, but you've got to be confident.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Left uppercut doesn't score. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is... How about that impact? Let's see that again in slow motion.
Wet.
Not many people would have predicted it, but we've got a knockout victory.
Oh, what a shot. What a shot. You see shots like that in the gym. At least for once, this is on TV. Thousands around the world saw that shot. They probably even heard it.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time. We already on the way. Better get themselves in line. Thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah, you know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah, spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you about to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down.
fall. Hold on too much, gotta let it go. No pain, I'm out of it, ain't involved. No call, no show, I ain't really gone. Too late to say I was there wrong. Phone out the way for that info. Feel lost, but I know that we close. We down my lane on the road. Feel like I've been there before, but maybe switching my roles. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Cold dude, no you, now you ain't never that. So lose, I do, I gotta run it back. Another one time be fun. I think my aim just begun. Another one last time, please, y'all. Now I ain't live to please y'all. Ain't got no plans to be through. With this whole thing to see through. And I ain't trying to be cool.
I'm Todd Grisham. The crowd cannot wait to witness this one. We're live at the CompuBox Academy. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson. Up first, the monster, Zhu Khan, fighting out of Beijing, China. Looks to pick up another big win here. Some of the fastest hands in the...
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds.
And this one has all of... We're expecting an all-out offensive display. Neither fighter willing to slow down. Both of these men showing exceptional chins, by the way. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Did you see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Todd? It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Good-looking jab. You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. This counter puncher is going to wait for you to move first, and then will strike like a snake. Keep an eye on this guy.
Counter puncher's my favorite kind of fighter. A good counter puncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
For those who thought this would be a mismatch, you are sorely wrong.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Right when you think the pace will slow down, it picks up. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Zhu Khan, the monster, in trouble. And apparently no rest for the weary. Thought about taking a breath, but instead, they're in there throwing bombs again.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia in that last round. Well, we know they've got the advantage. So what do we expect to see here in round two? Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last huge round for him?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
When you're training to fight a swarmer, you got to focus on your conditioning because they will push you to the edge of your limits.
You are fighting a swarm, man. Be smart, be sharp, concentrate, but you've got to be confident. Do not dance his dance, because that swarmer, once you do that, you get...
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Right now, the Flash is seeing flashes after that shot. Didn't wait long to get back in and get engaged.
Defense, defense, defense is everything, because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
Do you believe this? They have no respect for each other's punching power. Did you see that? Khan just got caught. The monster finally goes down. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the guns took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
What resilience to be down and to be back up again, to get yourself back into fight again, to show your fitness and determination. Maximum respect.
They've got to pick things up halfway through the round here.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what? It's hard to pull back. Don't get into the habit of losing. Don't get into the habit of being second place. You've got to change the habit. You've got to change something, because otherwise, why should it change?
Beautiful counter punch. You'd like to see more jabs. When are we going to see a jab from these two? The monster dazed. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. Talk about Khan in that last round. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Khan now in some serious trouble. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. Good defense there to stop that hook. No rest for the weary. Been a very competitive round between these two.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from the... Did you see that? Khan just got caught. Just one punch away from getting the momentum back.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Just misses with that uppercut. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. He threw the hook, didn't land. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Garcia. And there's the bell to start round 4. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Johnny, you know there's a fine line between being aggressive and being too aggressive. How does he exploit that?
This is about ego. Get your ego in check, Todd, because if you fight a man that is used to doing this, he's confident and comfortable.
Oh, my God, Johnny! Oh, and it's flashing lights for the flash here. He's got to get out of trouble. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that moment of trouble has passed.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Are we about to see Ryan Garcia go to the canvas? Good job trying to back out of trouble.
Bing Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Solid punch. They better start respecting each other's punching power. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
That's lights out right there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You are
As we enter the final 10 seconds here, it's probably a round he'd rather forget. Let's talk about Jukan in that last round. He's been knocked down, but at least not knocked out. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim it, go for speed.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Both men step back for just a moment. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They both want a highlight reel knockout. Hey, it's the featherweight division. You're going to see a lot of speed in this fight.
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. And he blocks the left uppercut. Just misses with that left uppercut. These two featherweights are going to let their hands go, you know that.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's when the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside close round.
He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out of gas. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Garcia in that last round.
You've completely switched up.
This is the beginning of round 6. Coming off that fantastic last round. Let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Well done with that counter shot. That right hook won't score. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Some fighters are just gifted. Gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
That's another scoring shot. His stamina is off the charts. There's no doubt that this fighter's power can change the fight around in an instant. You can't afford to make one single minor mistake.
Sometimes when you get nervous, someone that's so powerful, you've got to think him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little favour and pickpocket him.
A big whiff with the right hook. Let's watch that again, replay from a different angle.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Comfortably.
Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
I don't care who you are. When you get caught with a body shot like that, you're going down.
I've got to see that again.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7.
they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here? Down goes Khan. I don't think we can truly appreciate what we saw unless we see it in slow motion.
Shot from the gods, they say.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
You heard that right, ladies.